they'll make some adjustments. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Going to the run to start this second half. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall in their own red zone.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Now on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes his connection. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Turbin. Escapes trouble. He'll let it go down the right side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Second down after that incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's out of the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
The hand to the running back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 21, TCU 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And now on 3rd down after that last run. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Touchdown, Michigan! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, and they get him down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
1st and 10. They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Makes the grab on the left. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
He'll put the tight end in motion. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Got it.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Michigan, 28. TCU, 7.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Direct snap. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Yeah, and he's been dependable, hasn't he? He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the ground with the counter. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to the ground game on the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Rhodes. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. There he goes down the right side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The run to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
At the 24-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll leave it with him. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.